status and location?" Chance's request was urgent, as evidenced by his tone. "I'm leaving the Brazen Cerberus. I encountered a minor issue, but I was able to resolve it. Right now, I have a young woman with me, and we're heading to the fork in the tunnel where you and I split. The connection isn't great, but we have larger issues. I overheard some ghouls talking about a witch and a ring," said Chance. "Yes, her name is Aurora. Why do you ask?" Pollux probed, concern knitting his brow. "Did she happen to steal a sapphire ring?" Chance asked, his heart racing in his chest. "She reiterated how she didn't steal it. She acquired it as a gift," Pollux asserted. "Pollux, you need to ditch the witch and find a way out of there right now. The ghouls are closing in fast." "Her problems are not ours," Chance urged, the weight of warning pressing on him. "I'll deal with whoever comes my way. No one's ditching anyone. Our mission is to find Sebastian. We've made it this far. I'm not returning to Papa and Seven without him or concrete clues of his whereabouts. We need to produce a plan," said Pollux. "What do you have in mind?" Chance asked. "Can you create a diversion?" "I can't do much from down here," Pollux whispered into the radio. The tunnel felt heavy and dark, with footsteps echoing off damp stone walls covered in old graffiti and melted candle stubs. Pollux felt anxious as he touched the rough wall, every bump and edge sharp under his hand. Far off, he heard chains clatter and ghoulish voices, making him even more nervous. Sweat ran down his face as he looked at Aurora, her features pale in the flashlight's beam. He held the radio tightly, hoping Chance understood how urgent things were. "I'll buy you some time," Chance promised, just before the rookie recruit ambled into the break room. "Detective Fate, what are you doing here? I thought you were off today," Officer Welch exclaimed, the hint of suspicion dancing in his eyes. Chance's thoughts raced. Pollux needed a distraction, and this was his chance to provide one. The break room hummed with the vending machine and distant phones, but now every sound felt sharper and more dangerous. As the rookie officer came closer, looking suspicious, Chance forced a casual smile to hide his nerves. He quickly thought through possible escape routes: the back hallway, the supply closet, maybe even the window. The flickering fluorescent lights cast sharp shadows, making the room feel tense and uncertain. Aurora's fate and their mission hung by a thread, and every second felt full of risk. "Yeah, I'm off today, but I stopped by to finish up a case," Chance said, trying to sound relaxed as he leaned against the break room table and tapped his fingers on the surface. Even though he acted calm, tension filled the room. He glanced around, checking the door and corners for anyone who might be listening. The smell of burnt coffee and lemon cleaner hung in the air, making him feel exposed. "Hey, did you hear about the witch in the interrogation room? She's not just any witch. People say she's the most powerful in the city and can control the elements. And that ring she has, it's supposed to be cursed. They say anyone who touches it is doomed to a lifetime of bad luck." Welch's eyebrows shot up, his pulse quickening. "Actually, yes. We just bagged her at that upscale jewelry store downtown, Vogue Jewels. Can you believe it? She flaunts her powers in public and gets caught for shoplifting." "Grand larceny, huh?" Chance replied, leaning in closer, his interest piqued. He felt a surge of adrenaline. "That's incredibly bold." "Oh, definitely. The commander sent me to stash this ring in the evidence room," Welch said, his voice tinged with a mix of pride and anxiety as he tapped the evidence bag clipped to his belt. "Even if it's just routine, this feels a bit special." "Before you do that, can I see the ring? Just a glance. What kind of gem can cause the entire station to buzz like this?" Chance's curiosity flared, his intensity almost palpable. Welch hesitated and looked around nervously, as if the walls might be listening. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, casting sharp shadows and making every anxious movement stand out. "I don't know, man." Is it even okay to talk about this? What if someone hears us? We could get in trouble or worse. He fidgeted with his jacket zipper, nearly dropping the evidence bag as the tension in the room grew. Come on, you know you can trust me. Haven't I been your one-man support team while the others treated you like a chew toy? Just a peek, I promise, Chance insisted, leaning in conspiratorially, a grin breaking across his face. He could feel Welch wavering, their bond forged by countless shared experiences. Fine, but just a quick look, Welch relented, desperation edging his voice as he scanned the room one last time. His hand shook slightly as he reached into his pocket, pulling out a crumpled evidence bag. Inside, a brilliant sapphire ring sat nestled on a tuft of cotton, its facets catching and refracting the flickering light, sending blue sparks dancing along the walls. The silver band was etched with intricate runes, each line sharp and enigmatic. Welch held it up between two trembling fingers, unaware that this moment of weakness would ignite a chain reaction, setting fate and perhaps catastrophe into motion. Chance's eyes widened as he saw the ring. Swirling patterns were etched into the delicate silver, and the sapphire sparkled in the bright light, leaving him speechless for a moment. Wow, this ring is amazing. It looks like something from a fairy tale, he said, feeling both awe and worry. It's rare, trust me. You won't find another like it on Earth, Welch said, a trace of pride creeping into his voice, though doubt shadowed his eyes. Oh? And why is that? Did it belong to some mystical being or something? Chance quipped, a light-hearted smirk dancing on his lips, his playful tone a thin veil over the gravity of their situation. Welch looked thoughtful, then a flash of fear crossed his face as he stepped back. He seemed uncomfortable. I should go now. Forget I said anything, he said, moving toward the exit. The conversation left the room feeling tense and heavy. Pollux, I've found the sapphire ring, but it's in the hands of a ghoul, Chance declared, urgency swelling in his voice. His mind raced with implications and possibilities. I need to sneak into the evidence room and grab it. I have to do it without raising alarms. Didn't you say the witch's problem wasn't ours? Why the change now? Pollux's voice crackled in his earpiece, skeptical. My gut's telling me this isn't just some random theft. Something is off about the whole situation. Let's see how this plays out. We're already here, Chance replied, his voice tense with anticipation. Determination hardened his jaw as he surveyed the evidence room, a steel-walled vault humming with the faint buzz of fluorescent lights, rows of locked cabinets, and the sharp tang of disinfectant lingering in the air. He glanced at the clock, its relentless ticking thundering in his ears, each second a harbinger of the chaos to come. The shadows in the corners seemed to pulse, as if the very room was holding its breath, waiting for the storm to break. Fine. Is it with a ghoul? Do whatever you have to get the ring, Pollux said, his voice intense. Whatever it takes. No way! This ghoul's different. He's an outcast, treated like trash by everyone. Chance shot back, eyes narrowing. You're not serious. Take out the demon and get the ring. Deactivate the grid with the EMP in your left pocket, Pollux urged. EMP? What? Chance asked, frowning at the new twist. You have it. Check your left cargo pocket. I discreetly stashed it there while we were navigating the tunnel, just in case we needed it. Think of it as our secret weapon. It looks like an old Motorola cell phone, Pollux whispered, urgency lacing his words. Press the green button when you're near the communication room. It will send out a surge that takes down all nearby electronics. I'll be waiting for your signal behind the janitor's closet wall. What signal? Gear will be down, Chance said, incredulous. Do I have to do everything? Just take out the evidence room or something? Pollux snapped, overconfident. I can't do that. The weight of knowing how many lives, innocent and guilty, are intertwined with the evidence stored there is suffocating. I need a better plan, Chance confessed. His voice was shaky as the moral dilemma gnawed at him like a ravenous beast. Tension thickened like a fog as Chance slinked toward the communication room. Feigning a phone call, he withdrew a handheld EMP and thumbed the green button. A powerful surge erupted. It fried all electronic devices around him, including his earpiece. With the cameras temporarily blind, he darted toward the evidence room. The newcomer was about to drop off the sapphire ring. As he pushed through the door, he was met by the oblivious security clerk, a perfect pawn in the game about to unfold. "What can I do for you, Detective Fate?" the clerk asked, flashing a clueless smile. Without a moment's hesitation, his heart pounding like a drum in a battle march, Chance drew his pistol. The shot rang out, echoing off steel cabinets and shattering the sterile silence. The demon clerk crumpled to the floor, a dark stain spreading beneath him. Extracting the cold keys from the lifeless, still-twitching fingers, Chance strode purposefully to the evidence logbook, adrenaline sharpening his senses. The pages were spattered with ink and fingerprints, the recent entries revealing the frantic activity that had played out moments before. His eyes scanned for the latest note by Officer Welch. That entry would lead him right to the sapphire. A jewel said to harbor unimaginable power, veiled in deception and danger, every muscle tensed as he realized the weight of the secret war unfolding around him.